The Power of Black Hair by Robin Dion Freeman. Hello, I am Robin Dion Freeman and I love my hair. I love the history of my hair and I love the versatility of black hair. Black hair is beautiful, unique, and diverse. Many black hairstyles we see black Americans wear derive from pre-colonial Africa, such as box braids, cornrows, bantu knots, Fulani braids, Korobo braids, and many more. In pre-colonial Africa, hair was extremely important to many different African tribes. Some tribes would spend hours and days doing intricate hairstyles and adding hair jewelry and hair beads. Many tribes in pre-colonial Africa used different hairstyles to represent their tribe, religion, social status, age, community status, kinship, and cultural symbols. Being able to express ourselves through our hair is an integral part of Black culture and Black history. In the book, Hair Story, Untangling the Roots of Black Hair in America, the authors Ayana D. Bird and Lori L. Tharps describe ancient African hairstyles in detail. The Koromo people of Nigeria, for example, were recognized by their unique coiffure, a shaved head with a single tuft of hair left on top. In the Wolof culture of Senegal, young girls who were not of marrying age partially shaved their heads to emphasize their unavailability for courting. Quoted by Bird and Tharps, 2002. Bird and Tharps note in their book that there is not one single type of African hair, just as there is not one single type of African. There are many different hair textures and cultural hairstyles throughout all 54 countries within Africa. Upon captured, enslaved Africans were forced to shave their head. This act was done to stop Africans from any sort of communications or cultural identity during the Middle Passage. Individuals were separated from their families, barred from speaking their native language, and stripped of their cultural and ethnic identity by the slave traders during the Middle Passage. This act was to alienate enslaved Africans from their home country. Africans forced and kidnapped into slave trade were seen as cargo and not as humans. Because of the brutality and forced extreme labor Black people had to endure for long hours through the day and evening during slavery, Black hair care could no longer be a priority. There were a lack of Black hair care tools and Black hair care products that Africans could use for their hair. Natural Black hair textures were demonized by racist white Europeans during the enslavement period. White slave owners and white mistresses would compare Black people's hair to animals to further dehumanize and justify slavery and brutality towards Black people. Madam C.J. Walker pioneered a big part of hair care movement for Black people. Madam C.J. Walker became America's first female millionaire, selling her homemade products to Black women. She pioneered other Black women's self-empowerment movement and trained them up to be businesswomen through her hair school. According to the website Smithsonian's National Museum of American History, Joanne and George Johnson, a husband and wife duo, produced in the late 1960s Afro Sheen, which was one of Johnson's best-known products during a time when the natural afro became a popular hairstyle for African Americans. In 1971, Johnson became the first Black company to sponsor a nationally syndicated television program, Soul Train, and the first African American company to trade on the American Stock Exchange, quoted by Johnson's Afro Sheen Blowout Kit for Naturals. Black hair has come a long way, from being forced to shave heads upon being captured by slave traders to not having products or tools for Black hair during enslavement or laws permitting Black people from wearing their natural hair. Now, Black hair care products are in most large chain stores. There are beauty supply stores specifically for Black hair care and laws such as the Crown Act protecting Black people from hair discrimination in schools and in workplaces. We can now do our hair whenever and however we want, and have access to hair inspirations and hair tutorials for styles that suit Black hair textures. In the early 2000s until now, we have seen a resurgence of braiding styles and natural hairstyles. With early Black TV show series in the early 2000s like Moesha, That's So Raven, Living Single, and Sister Sister, just to name a few, came a new wave of hair inspiration for black girls and boys along with adults. Many black hair magazines repopularized as braiding salon culture became popular in many black cities. As I got older and learned to do my own hair, I began to appreciate my hair and my culture. I braid my own hair now, and though the process usually takes 2 to 3 days, I enjoy the freedom of being able to have the leisure time to do my hair as my ancestors did before enslavement. Black Americans and Africans around the world are now able to communicate and reconnect to our hair and cultural identity as we did before we were slaves. Thank you.